So you just heard Tim say that the worst of the storm is ahead of us for the Triad. So let's get you prepared right now. Don't forget to message in those storm and fire safety questions. All you have to do is text the number on your screen, 336-379-5775. So thank you so much for being here today. The first question we're wondering about is, with the possibility of flooding in the area, why is it so important not to drive through a flooded roadway?
I mean, it just, to me, it kind of stands to reason. Very easily, your vehicle can be carried into that current. It may look like it's not very deep, but in fact, it doesn't take a whole lot of water. I mean, your tires have air in them. It's kind of like a float, like if you're in the pool. So it can very easily carry your vehicle away.
I've never heard it put that way before, but it makes perfect sense about the tires.
Yeah.
So what happens if you do drive and then suddenly there's a flash flood and you get caught right in the middle of it? What should you do?
For me, my main thing when I'm driving and the water is really bad, it's starting to flash flood, I just tend to pull over, turn on my hazards, and just kind of sit there and ride it out the best I can. And I know with this being a hurricane, that may be, quite some time before the rain lets up. If all else fails, you can always call 911. But the best bet is to just stay at home. Listen to your emergency services, all the broadcasts that they give out, the media, when they're telling you don't get out, don't go, or to evacuate an area. We need to heed those warnings. We don't give them lightly, and we don't expect our public to take them lightly.
Because not only are they putting their own life at risk, but the life of our first responders, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So we might deal with a bunch of more power outages. We're already seeing some. If people have generators, how do they do that safely?
Well, of course, if you've got the type of generator that's hooked into your home, then that would have already been set up. Maintenance on that, of course, we're close to the storm now, but doing the maintenance on that every year, that is a great thing to do to make sure that the permanent type generator is good to go. For your more portable type generators, the first thing, again, you want to make sure that you've got oil in it and everything's good, like it needs to be. But you want to make sure that you're pointing the, oh, we just blinked, so we may be losing power. But you want to make sure that you've got that exhaust pointing away from windows, away from doors, anything that could cause you to have carbon monoxide poisoning. So make sure that you have it sitting in a way. Putting it in the garage is not a good idea, not even with the door open. You want to make sure that it is sitting outside, and make sure that you are running just the bare minimums that you need for that generator.
What can people do right now before they lose power? Like your building might be about to go there, you were saying.
Making sure that you have, in the city, of course, you've got water, but if you are in the county area, maybe you're on a well, you want to make sure that you have a good water supply. Make sure that you have some food and some snacks, things that don't necessarily need to be prepared with the microwave or the oven or the stove top. You want things that are quick and easy to eat, that don't have to be refrigerated, non-perishables. Just make sure that you've got a good supply of that, because you definitely do not want to be going out into this storm.
Well, we're going to hope your power hangs on through this commercial break, because you're telling us some good, important things. We'll be back right after this. Keep texting those questions, 336-379-5775.